we were turning people away. But the second studio was great because it enabled the assistants to be able to record all the local bands, and so their engineering skills were getting better and better because they could go in with local artists, and we could do really good rates for local artists because we're strong believers in grassroots music and developing bands. Something we've always done. So they could go in at this affordable studio with one of the assistants and make affordable records, and I could use it for mixing, and me and Dan would always be in there doing our editing and mixing, waiting for a day to become free in the big studio. One of our claim to fame at Leeders Farm was a bit like Rockfield turning away Michael Jackson, is we've turned away Ed Sheeran, but on several occasions. We were so busy. This young kid used to come to the gate, ring our bell all the time. He was a big fan of the Darkness, and we didn't know who he was. He always came bringing his guitar. Can I come in? Can I do some recording? He used to email me to turn up at the gate again, and Dan would be like, "Oh, it's that kid at the gate again. We haven't got the studio time." So I remember showing him around. I think the Arctic Monkeys were in, and I was showing this guy around, and he's like, "Is that the Arctic Monkeys?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Right." Of course, at this point, nobody knew who Ed Sheeran was. So, and I in the end, he was. He was kind of relentless wanting to come in, and we would love to, but it was so busy. And I just said to him, look, as soon as the second studio is empty, you can come in, do some demos. We'll put you in with one of the assistants, whether it's Alex or Owen or Dougal, and they'll make a record with you, because he was so persistent, and his demos he'd sent me were really good. And he was always polite when he came to the gate, and because he was a fan of the Darkness and that. So, but we just didn't have any time, and it wasn't until we were judging a competition in Norfolk, called The Next Big Thing, I think it was, where he was on, and he won that competition, The Next Big Thing in East Anglia. Is quite a big competition for that area. That was the next time we saw him. He was like, that's that guy who turns up at the studio all the time. So yeah, but he never got to come in, and then the rest obviously is history.